The USS Vanguard drifted silently through the blackness, a single dot of humanity against the vast expanse of space. Its hull was sleek, angular, and armed to levels that most civilizations could only dream of. To the crew aboard, this was just another mission, routine reconnaissance near the edge of known space. They didn't notice at first that they were being watched. On the bridge of the alien destroyer Kaildar, sensors flared. Contact detected, single human vessel, a young officer reported. Minimal threat. Recommend immediate engagement. Commander Ralthak leaned forward, his eyes narrowing. One ship? Just one? Then this will be easy. Fire everything. Show them the futility of resistance. Back aboard the Vanguard, Captain Voss was reviewing the latest navigation data. Sensors picking up unusual energy signatures, she noted. Could be a scout fleet or just space debris. Her first officer, Lieutenant Cade, frowned. Captain, the readings are consistent with multiple high-powered ships. They're converging on us. Voss remained calm. They're curious. Let's give them a proper welcome. She tapped a command into the ship's console. Across the hull, shields hummed to full capacity, defensive drones slipped from their bays, and targeting arrays calibrated themselves. Every system was primed, every contingency accounted for. The alien fleet approached in arrogant formation, assuming a straightforward victory. Their beams of energy lanced the void, weapons targeting a single human ship as if it were a training exercise. Then the Vanguard moved. Not blindly. Not defensively. Every maneuver was calculated. The ship weaved between volleys, its shields absorbing energy that would have obliterated lesser vessels. From the alien flagship, alarms blared. Impossible! How are they evading us? Voss observed the enemy through the tactical display. They underestimate us, she said quietly. And that is their first mistake. The first exchange was imminent. The aliens believed themselves in control, confident that a single ship could not pose a threat to their armada. They were about to discover how fatal underestimation could be when dealing with humanity. The galaxy would watch in awe and terror, as one human ship prepared to dismantle thousands. The alien fleet closed in, its massive warships bristling with weaponry, confident that victory was inevitable. Beams and missiles streaked toward the USS Vanguard, painting the void with deadly arcs of light. Captain Voss remained calm. All defensive systems online. Activate point defense arrays. Deploy drones, she ordered. The hum of energy shields filled the bridge as thousands of micro-drones swarmed out, forming a protective curtain around the ship. The first volley struck, but the human vessel was ready. Railgun fire from enemy frigates ripped through space, yet every shot was intercepted, deflected, or absorbed by shields. Plasma beams melted against reinforced armor, and the drones intercepted incoming missiles, detonating them in precise bursts before they could approach the hull. Lieutenant Cade studied the tactical readouts. Captain, their attack patterns are predictable. They're assuming we'll react normally. We can exploit this. Voss nodded. Target their Vanguard. Let them feel the cost of underestimating one human ship. The Vanguard moved with a grace that seemed almost impossible for its size. It slipped between enemy fire, its engines flaring in controlled bursts, and returned fire. A single railgun shot tore through the lead frigate, obliterating its command core. Plasma arrays struck a cruiser, leaving it drifting and burning in space. From the alien flagship, alarms sounded. They're targeting the command ships. Our formation is breaking apart. Voss's voice was steady. We are only beginning. She activated the ship's electronic warfare modules. Holographic readouts flashed as enemy communications were jammed, targeting systems desynchronized, and navigation arrays scrambled. Confusion rippled through the alien armada. The car commanders barked orders, trying to regain control, but every move was anticipated. Every counterattack met with precise, overwhelming force. This is tactical mastery, Cade murmured. One ship is dismantling their fleet. Voss allowed herself a faint smile. They thought we were alone. Humanity never fights alone, and we never lose when we act with precision. The battle had only just begun, but already, the alien fleet understood the horrifying truth. The Vanguard was not merely surviving. It was hunting. And when humanity hunts, even a single ship becomes a force that can obliterate thousands. The alien fleet's cohesion collapsed as the USS Vanguard continued its relentless assault. What had started as a confident strike now devolved into chaos. Car vessels collided in frantic maneuvers, shields flared and failed, and communication networks were fragmented by human electronic warfare. Captain Voss monitored the tactical display with calm precision. "Focus on command ships," she ordered. "Once they lose coordination, the rest will fall in line." The Vanguard moved with lethal grace, weaving between enemy volleys and striking with perfect timing. Railguns fired in rapid succession, each shot calculated to sever engines or pierce critical reactors. Plasma arrays ignited weapons bays and fighter hangars, turning them into drifting debris. Drones swarmed through gaps in the alien formation, sabotaging systems and cutting off any hope of repair. Fighters sent to intercept the lone human ship were shredded before they could reach effective range. Every move the car made was anticipated, countered, and exploited. "This is impossible," screeched a car officer over the comms. "They are predicting everything." "They underestimated us," Voss replied quietly. "And that is their fatal mistake." The alien flagship attempted a desperate counterattack, concentrating fire on the Vanguard. Energy beams struck the shields in a dazzling storm, but the ship remained unscathed, its defenses perfectly timed to absorb and redirect the assault. A single counter-salvo tore through the flagship's core, leaving it in fragments before it could respond. Other alien vessels attempted to regroup, but the Vanguard anticipated each vector, striking preemptively with precision. Warp lanes were sabotaged remotely, escape routes blocked, and panic spread through the enemy rank. On board the human ship, there was no celebration, only efficiency. Every shot fired, every maneuver executed, was part of a larger, flawless strategy. Humanity was not fighting, it was delivering an inevitability. By the end of the engagement, the alien Vanguard was in ruins. Command ships were destroyed or drifting lifelessly, and the remaining forces were scattered, leaderless, and terrified. The first wave of destruction had demonstrated a terrifying truth. Never underestimate a single human ship. The Vanguard paused, assessing the battlefield, sensors scanning for remaining threat. This was only the beginning. The aliens had made one critical mistake, and it had cost them everything within their reach. The galaxy would remember this day, the day one human ship shattered an entire armada. The remnants of the car fleet tried to flee, scattering across multiple vectors in desperate hope. But the USS Vanguard was already 3 steps ahead. Every escape route had been anticipated. Warp corridors were disrupted by hidden human systems, engines sabotaged by precision drone strikes, and gravitational traps blocked potential jump. Escape was impossible. Captain Voss observed the tactical display, calm as ever. "Engage systematic elimination," she ordered. "No ship leaves this battlefield intact." The human ship advanced methodically. Railguns fired with surgical accuracy, tearing through capital ships and frigates alike. Plasma batteries ignited weapons bays, engines, and command modules, leaving entire squadrons drifting in molten wreckage. Drone swarms slipped into every crack, every disabled vessel, ensuring that no ship could recover or coordinate. Car pilots were left powerless as their ships were disabled before they could even react. From the alien flagship, High Marshal Karatha's commands were ignored. His fleet was fractured, disorganized, and leaderless. The last organized strike he attempted against the Vanguard ended in immediate annihilation, 3 capital ships obliterated in a single volley. "This is beyond comprehension," a car officer gasped. "They're not defending, they're executing us." Voss's voice cut through the silence of her bridge. "We are not negotiating. We are concluding." One by one, the car vessels fell. Warp attempts failed, engines exploded under focused fire, and command centers were incinerated by perfectly timed railgun shot. The battlefield became a graveyard of twisted metal and lifeless wreckage, illuminated by the distant glow of dying stars. By the end, nothing remained capable of combat. The Vanguard floated amidst the silence, sensors sweeping for any overlooked threat. There were none. The alien armada had been systematically erased. The galaxy, watching from afar, began to comprehend a terrifying truth. Humanity does not underestimate. Humanity does not forgive. Humanity strikes with precision and totality. And the lesson had only just been delivered. The battlefield was silent. The alien fleet that had once loomed like a storm was now nothing more than drifting wreckage, scattered across the void. Fires cooled, engines ceased, and shattered command centers floated lifelessly. Not a single ship capable of organized resistance remained. Captain Hilaire Voss stood on the bridge of the USS Vanguard, surveying the aftermath. "Final scan complete," Lieutenant Cade reported. "No powered vessels detected. No warp signatures. No surviving command nodes." Voss nodded. "Send a broadcast." Across every frequency in known space, the message went out, calm, measured, and utterly unmistakable. "This is human strategic command. The car fleet has been neutralized in full. Any future hostilities will be met with the same certainty. Humanity does not forgive. Humanity does not forget." The words were not threats, they were facts. Far across the galaxy, the news traveled fast. The once confident car Dominion now existed only in memory and debris. Neutral systems and council observers alike recorded the event with a mix of awe and fear. Humanity had demonstrated a power that no single ship, nor any fleet, could ignore. The Vanguard drifted quietly back toward human-controlled space, joined by support vessels that had emerged from shadowed sectors. There was no celebration, only the calm efficiency of a mission executed perfectly. Humanity had shown restraint by fighting only what threatened it, but the warning was unmistakable. To underestimate a human, even a single ship, is to court total annihilation. On Earth, citizens remained unaware of the battle that had just concluded light years away. In the depths of space, however, the galaxy had learned a lesson that would echo for centuries. One ship had faced 1,000. And humanity had won.